Hello, good evening. In this video I am presenting you the demo for online consultation process and online consultation process, Zoom calling or video calling between the provider and patient. So for this, first of all we will go to the browser and navigate to our live URL. We will log in as practice, so we will click on user login. We'll fill the credentials over here, username and password, and click on login button. Now from here we will select the user role, and if we want to log in as practice, then we will click on admin 1, and if we want to log in as provider or some other user role, we can click over here. So I select the user role as provider and click on login. Now we have logged in as provider, and to see the online consultation flow, first we have to create an appointment. For this we can create the appointment from inside provider dashboard, or we can also create the appointment from provider public page. It is more convenient to create the appointment from provider public page for better understanding of the online consultation flow. So for provider public page, we will click on provider profile. We'll go to the provider public page URL. Here is the provider public page. From here we can book an instant appointment and future appointment. If we want to book an instant appointment, then we will click on instant consultation. If we want to book a future consultation appointment, then we will click on book consultation. So now I am booking an appointment from instant consultation. Here we have to fill all the credentials and all the information about the patient. Patient first name, patient last name. We'll select the gender of the patient, DOB of the patient, patient mail ID. We'll select the country, mobile number of the patient, all the personal information of the patient get filled. We'll select the time zone. For now we are setting it as IST time zone. Select the location from here, department. After filling all the personal information of the patient, we will click on pay now button. We'll fill the card details over here. And click on pay button. Appointment has been created for today's date. Now provider has to accept this appointment. So for this, provider will go to the online consultation module to accept the appointment. He can confirm the appointment, and at the time of confirmation he can also change the time. If the appointment is instant consultation, then he can change the time of appointment at the time of acceptance. If we create a future appointment, then provider can also change date with the time at the time of accept the appointment. When provider accept the appointment, since it is an instant consultation, so he can change only time. These two fields are read only. But if the appointment is future appointment, then he can also change the appointment date if he wants to change. So we fix it on 7 p.m. and click on submit. At patient waiting room, here is the patient waiting room. This window is patient waiting room. After confirmation from the provider, appointment date with appointment time is showing over here. Previously only appointment date was displaying over here, but after confirmation from the provider dashboard, time of the appointment will show here. And also the remaining time of the meeting will be added. For now we have created an appointment for 7 p.m. and as system time is 6:42, so remaining time for meeting is 18 minutes. The same estimated time will be displayed on patient waiting room page. Provider can also add the snooze time from here if he wants to let the patient wait for 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes. If he is busy somewhere else, then he can also add the snooze time over here, and that snooze time the provider added will be added in the remaining time. So if we add the snooze time, let's say we will add it as 10 minutes, then 10 minutes will be added in remaining time. See, 17 minutes to 27 minutes. And the same thing here is also 27 minutes are remaining for the meeting. After confirmation and after payment confirmation, patient will get a Zoom link on mail. This is the patient waiting room. His appointment date and appointment time and estimated consultation start time will be displayed over here after the confirmation from the provider. Parallelly, a mail will send to the patient after the confirmation of the appointment. First mail is of payment confirmation when the payment is done from the patient side. Payment confirmation mail is sent to the patient. Here is the patient waiting room URL and also the patient public page URL. Patient waiting room is the same page that we have discussed before, and patient public page URL, for this we have to get an OTP. We can get an OTP from mobile also and email also. We'll select the email ID, send code. Now we will get code on email. Till we get the code, I talk about the confirmation mail. When provider confirm the appointment from provider dashboard, patient again gets the mail, and with the appointment time changes by provider. Like in first mail, the time of the appointment is that time which was scheduled by the patient itself. But in confirmation mail, if provider changes the time at the time of acceptance, that time is showed in confirmation mail, and also the Zoom meeting link is sent in the email. get the OTP, we'll copy from here, paste over here and confirm. 782979. This is the patient public page where patient personal information is displayed over here. Patient past appointment, if any past appointment of the patient will show here. Upcoming appointment which we have created for 7 p.m. it is showing over here. Requested appointment, if any appointment in queue will show here. We can check the more details. Provider details, provider person detail is displayed over here. Practice person details is displaying over here, and his patient appointment details. We have a Zoom link button over here. Patient public page and patient waiting room. There is also a Zoom link button. Patient can click on this button also, and we have also sent a Zoom link to the patient via mail, so he can click on that also. He has to click on join button till the provider has not scheduled the meeting, so patient is in waiting stage. We will go to the provider public page, provider dashboard. In provider dashboard we have Zoom button over here. He can initiate the call from here. If the provider initiate the call from here, the patient which was in waiting before has the access to join the meeting. Now the provider has started the Zoom meeting, so we will go to the patient side which was showing waiting before. It will change as joining. So now patient will click on joining. Patient is still in the wait because host doesn't accept the patient. Inquiry for the patient to admit goes to the provider. If he wants to admit the patient in the meeting, he will click on admit. Now the meeting has been started between the provider and patient. We can mute and unmute from here. We can share screen. We can start video call option. We can share screen from here. At the patient side, provider screen is visible. We can also chat. Let's say provider say hi to the patient, then at the patient side I received hi. Hello doctor, patient replied. Then at the provider side, provider received the message. So all the options, I hope you get all my points. Now anyone can end the meeting. If patient wants to leave, then he can leave from here. Then provider will end the meeting. So here is the complete process for online consultation process between the provider and the patient. I hope you guys understood it. Thank you so much.